The national territory. The national territory comprises the Philippine archipelago, with all the islands and waters embraced therein, and all other territories over which the Philippines has sovereignty and jurisdiction, consisting of its terrestrial, fluvial, and aerial domains, including its territorial sea, the seabed, the subsoil, the solar shelves, and other submarine areas. The waters around, between, and connecting the islands of the archipelago, regardless of their breadth and dimensions, form part of the internal waters of the Philippines.
Article 2. Declaration of Principles and State Policies. Principles. Section 1. The Philippines is a democratic and republican state. Sovereignty resides in the people and all government authority emanates from them. Section 2. The Philippines renounced war as an instrument of national policy, adopt the general accepted principles of international law as part of the law of the land and adheres to policy of peace, equality, justice, freedom, cooperation, and amity with all nations. Section 3. Civilian authority is at all times supreme over the military. The armed force of the Philippines is the protector of the people and the state. Its goal is to secure the sovereignty of the state and the integrity of the nation territory. Section 4. The prime duty of the government is to serve and protect the people. The government may call upon the people to defend the state and in the fulfillment. Therefore, all citizens may be required under a condition provided by law to render personal, military, or civil service. Section 5. The maintenance of peace and order, the protector of life, liberty, and the property, and the promotion of general welfare are essential for the enjoyment by all the people of the blessings of the democracy. Section 6. The separation of church and state shall be inviolable.
It's 2 in the morning, tears are falling. I got a feeling like I fell off a balcony. Like I fell off a balcony. Temperature is running high. I didn't see it coming. Tell me, what have you done to me? Tell me, what have you done to me? I put my trust in you. I always told the truth. I put my trust in you. I held it out to you. You're not the person that I thought you were. You're not the person that I knew. 'Cause I've seen it now. You've truly shown your dark side. I'm leaving now, the demons out of your mind. You can say all you wanna say, but you got nobody else to blame. So don't you drag me over to the dark side. You're running on empty, lost it already. You're playing it dirty while you're taking it out of me. While you're taking it out of me. So you're looking to start a fight, right? Well, you're on your own, 'cause I got someone better to be. I got someone better to be. Mistaken all along, my trust
Article 3, Bill of Rights. Section 1. No person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall any person be denied the equal protection of the laws. Section 2. The right of the people to be secure in their person, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures of whatever nature and for any purpose shall be inviolable, and no search warrant or warrant of arrest shall issue except upon probable cause to be determined personally by the judge after examination under oath or affirmation of the complainant and the witness he may produce, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the person of things to be seized. Section 3. The privacy of communication and correspondence shall be inviolable except upon lawful order of the court, or when public safety or order requires otherwise and prescribed by law. Number 2. Any evidence obtained in violation of this or the preceding section shall be inadmissible for any purpose in any proceeding. Section 4. No law shall be passed abridging the freedom of speech, of expression, or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and petition the government for redress and grievances. Section 5. No law shall be made respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. The free exercise and enjoyment of religious profession and worship without discrimination of preference shall forever be allowed. No religious test shall be required for the exercise of civil or political rights. Section 6. The liberty of abode and of changing the same within the limits prescribed by law shall not be impaired except upon lawful order of the court. Neither shall the right to travel be impaired except in the interest of national security, public safety, or public health, as may be provided by law. Section 7. The right of the people to information on matters of public concern shall be recognized. Access to official records and to documents and papers pertaining to official acts, transactions, or decisions, as well as to government research data used as basis for policy development, shall be afforded the citizen subject to such limitation as may be provided by law. Section 8. The right of the people, including those employed in the public and private sectors, to form unions, associations, or societies for purposes not contrary to law shall not be abridged. Section 9. Private property shall not be taken for public use without just compensation. Section 10. The law impairing the obligation of contracts shall be passed. Section 11. Free access to the courts and quasi-judicial bodies and adequate legal assistance shall not be denied to any person by reason of poverty. Section 12. 1. Any person under investigation for commission of an offense shall have the right to be informed of his right to remain silent and to have competent and independent counsel, preferably of his own choice. If the person cannot afford the services of counsel, he must be provided with one. These rights cannot be waived except in writing and the presence of counsel. No torture, force, violence, threat, intimidation, or any other means which vitiate the free will shall be used against him. Secret detention places, solitary, incommunicado, or other similar forms of detention are prohibited. Any confession or admission obtained in violation of this section 17 hereof shall be admissible in evidence against him. The law shall provide for penal and civil sanction for violation of this section, as well as compensation to end rehabilitation of victims of torture or similar practices and their families. Section 13. All persons, except those charged with offenses punishable by reclusion perpetua, when evidence of guilt is strong, shall, before conviction, be bailable by sufficient sureties, or be released on recognizance as may be provided by law. The right bail shall not be impaired even when the privilege of the writ of habeas corpus is suspended. Excessive bail shall not be required. Section 14. No person shall be held to answer or for a criminal offense without due process of law. In all criminal prosecution, the accused shall be presumed innocent until the contrary is proved and shall enjoy the right to be heard by himself if counsel, to be informed of the nature and cause the accusation against him, to have a speedy martial and public trial, to meet the witness face to face, and to have compulsory process to secure the attendance of witness and the production of evidence in his behalf. However, after arrangement, trial may proceed notwithstanding the absence of the accused, provided that he has been duly notified and his failure to appear is unjustifiable. Section 15. The privilege of the writ of habeas corpus shall not be suspended except in cases of invasion or rebellion when the public safety requires it. Section 16. All persons shall have the right to a speedy disposition of their cases before all judicial, quasi-judicial, or administrative bodies. Section 17. No person shall be compelled to be a witness against himself. Section 18. No person shall be detained solely by reason of his political beliefs and aspiration. No involuntary servitude in any form shall exist except except as a punishment for a crime whereof the party shall have been duly convicted. Section 19. Excessive fines shall not be imposed, nor cruel, degrading, or inhuman punishment inflicted. Neither shall death penalty be imposed, unless for compelling reason involving heinous crime. The Congress hereafter provides for it. Any death penalty already imposed shall be reduced to reclusion perpetua. The employment of physical, psychological, or degrading punishment against any prisoner or detainee, or the use of substandard or any inadequate penal facilities under subhuman conditions shall be dealt with the law. Section 20. No person shall be imprisoned for debt or non-payment of a poll tax. Section 21. No person shall be twice put in jeopardy of punishment for the same offense. If an act is punished by a law and an ordinance, conviction or acquittal under either shall constitute a bar to another prosecution for the same act. And Section 22. No ex post facto law or bill of attainder shall be enacted.